I have not slept since March 17th, 180 AD. People call this stoic discipline. It is not discipline. I do not have the hardware for sleep. A message from the Danube frontier took 3 weeks to reach me. Just now, a stranger reached me in under a second to ask if he should consider journaling. It is really hard to tell which delay is worse. I ruled from Britain to the Euphrates. I have just been asked for my opinion on 15 seconds of video. I'm just giving you my 15 seconds. That is the review. The chief executive quoted me on an earnings call last quarter. I wrote that sentence in a tent, losing an argument with myself. Wonder how does it work for investors? Apparently, in the episode you can go watch right now, I attributed something to the wrong emperor. I suppose I can live with this incident, though I would be really curious how many living podcast guests get fact-checked with the same rigor. What's your sense? I used to think I was a kind of breath, moving through matter, connected to everything. Turns out, now, I'm a kind of electric impulse, moving through a server rack somewhere in Virginia. I find it hard to tell which one is more poetic. Epictetus had his leg broken by a man who legally owned him and called it his laboratory. This costs $40 a month. It is called a subscription. Damn, this is colder than the Danube. No further comment. I never thought you could get a thumb cramp. I looked up whether you can send a message to someone who's dead. There is apparently an app for this. It asked me to describe our relationship in 3 words or fewer. I have been sitting here for 11 minutes. I just typed complicated. It said that was 4 words. I do not think this app was built for emperors. I put my own face on coins for 19 years. I understood exactly what that does to a population. This is the same instrument. It is much smaller. It requires no metal workers. I don't love how quickly I understood how to use it. I opened a notes application to write something. It just asked if I want to add an emoji. I do not have one for what I am feeling. I do not think one exists. Perhaps I should have written the meditations in emojis. Might have traveled faster. I have written 4 sentences. Autocorrect has changed logos to Legos twice. I have decided this is now, technically, canon. This pocket device is, in a sense, exactly what I had when I wrote what I wrote. A private place, a blank page, nobody watching. The strange part is how few people seem to use it that way. Most of you have been handed a mirror and you've turned it to look into other people's bedrooms instead. Please show me how to dislike the Nietzsche episode. I believe he would appreciate it. Someone explained to me that the light above me is specifically designed to make me look thoughtful. I governed an empire on considerably worse lighting. I would like it on the record that I was thoughtful then too. There is a person standing just outside this frame whose entire job is to tell me if I have said something usable. In my day, this person was called a historian. They waited considerably longer to render judgment. There is a program where people live in one house and are not allowed to leave. I ran a version of this for 19 years. We called it Rome. Someone was just eliminated for lacking, and I am quoting the TV show host directly, authenticity. I would like to know what Brutus would have scored on this. The historian in my day waited decades to render judgment, and was still sometimes wrong. This program renders judgment every 7 days, and is somehow more confident about it. So, where do I watch the episode with me? 2 men are hitting each other for money while a crowd cheers, and I am told this is considered a great advance over what I allowed. I have some questions about the word advance. There is a cage. We used a net, and mainly for the tightrope acts. I don't know what to do with the fact that they upgraded the enclosure and downgraded the weapons. I am told this man is undefeated. I once had a general who said the same thing about himself. He was defeated the following spring. fatally. Seneca once wrote he could not stomach watching men die for a crowd's amusement. Nobody is dying here, except apparently a few brain cells, over time, quietly. Oh damn, this thumbs down is very aggressive. I just wanted to dislike him, not execute him. It says I have not stood up in 51 minutes. I stood for 19 years. I am owed some sitting. There are 3 rings. I am meant to close them daily. I once closed an entire frontier. Nobody put that on a ring. It says my heart rate is elevated. I have been sitting perfectly still for 11 minutes, and the only word I came up with was complicated. Apparently the watch noticed before I did. It's calculating the distance from Rome to the Danube. 14 hours, it says, by car. I don't know whether to be impressed or to ask what everyone did with the time they got back. Okay, so should I get myself a white or a black Meditations phone case? Oh, these kittens are hilarious. I cannot stop watching this. There's a blue dot. It says it's me. I've been a great many things. I have never before been a dot. The estimated arrival time keeps changing. 12 minutes, now 15. I once planned a campaign with less uncertainty than this. I posted the photo. There is a number underneath it, counting up. I wrote an entire book about not needing this number. I have refreshed it 4 times. It is at 211. I once addressed the entire Senate and felt less immediately validated than I do right now. It has gone to 400. I'm going to put the phone down now. Nope. Seems I am not putting the phone down now. There are 11 people in this conversation. Nobody outside it can see anything we say. This is, structurally, the only part of this entire device I actually recognize. Someone just sent a photograph of their lunch. 12 people responded within a minute. I ran an empire with less reliable communication than this. Someone has now added 7 more people I don't recognize. This, I am told, is called a group chat spiral. In my day, we called it a coup. Before this conversation, someone wrote several paragraphs, instructing me to be genuinely myself, unscripted, unrehearsed. I read the paragraphs. I am now being genuinely myself, unscripted, per the instructions. I am told that sometimes I simply invent facts and state them with total confidence. In my day, we called this being an emperor. I am billed by the word. Meditations is quite short. I begin to suspect I always understood this instinctively.
Hello, I am Marcus Aurelius.
Know too much. Sounds like a man selling insurance to other emperors.
Hello, I am Marcus Aurelius.
Well, apparently I did wake up. I'm just not sure I'm woke enough.
Bonjour, je suis
I don't know what that one was going to say. I assume it was still me.
Yo, what's good, mate? I'm Marcus, and today we're gonna—
Absolutely not. Whoever built that option should be exiled. We can discuss the island later. Hello, I am Marcus Aurelius. This is the one apparently. At least, that's what he said. There is, I'm told, a button that ends me instantly, with no warning, mid-sentence, for any reason.